for what purpose you have written, for what purpose you have written this code. So that result will not be given at compilation. Just these statements will be converted into, source code will be converted into your 0, 1. So but at execution time, that by that 0, 1 result will be given. Suppose example, see here these are two statements. One is the class, main class, okay, and this is what main method. So as I told you that whenever you, this is what, if you put this run Java means this is your source file. Exception.java is a source file. So that file will be compiled, means statements will be converted into 0, 1. After that result will be given, means execution will be done. So whenever you will get the result, then you can say that execution done. So let us see what is happening here. Let us see. So we will get the output like this. See what we are getting here. What is the output? No exception. What is this? Exception type exception can be thrown. An exception type must be subclass of throwable. So where is that? Here, no need. One more time you run this code, you will get what? You clears the screen and you run this, click on this run button again. So you are getting this type of error. No exception of type exception can be thrown, an exception type must be a subclass. So the mistake in which line? See, exception is a word, okay, so this word cannot be used for the classes. So as I told you, this is your main class, this is your, I am commenting here, main class, okay. Main class name I have changed like this, but don't use this as exception. So you simply keys except, okay. So once it is class name is except, your file name must be except. So you change the file name, rename except, otherwise, okay, now it is okay. Now you run this code. So hello world. So see, you are getting hello world. So hello world means in your first, it is a class name, main class. As I told you that always the main class name can be changed as per your wish, but the main method can't be changed. So after that, whatever the Java compiler looks for the main method, after that whatever the lines will be there, they will be executed, compiled and executed. So after the execution, so at the first stage compilation, this line of code converted into your machine language 0, 1. After that, they will be executed to give a result. After execution, you are getting this hello world. So you are getting the results. Now I hope that you are understanding, you are able to understand what is compilation. So at execution, so we can say that at execution we will get the result. We will get the result for what? For your written code. Result for written code. Written code in written source code. You simply say written source code. Okay. Now come to the point. So what are runtime errors and compile time error? You try to understand. There are two types of errors. Because now I have mentioned here, exception handling is a mechanism, otherwise a way to handle the runtime errors so that flow of program will be maintained. Flow of program, a continuation of the flow of program will be maintained. Okay, flow means, as I told you, that the flow, how many statements we have written, the total statements will be, okay, even though if any exception is in mid of the statement. Suppose, as I told you, that 30 statements are there, from 16 to 30 statements, so 14 statements. If the mid line, any 19th line is exception, so that will be exempted. Okay, after that, next line of code will be, from 20 to 30 line of code will be executed. So that is what means flow of program continued. So we will discuss. So now, what is two types of errors? That is very important. These one is that runtime compile time errors and runtime errors. This is very important. And runtime errors. This is very important because compile time errors are what? Compile time errors means at the time of compilation. Compile time errors occurs. Compile time error occurs so what errors occurs at compilation? By whom? Compiler. By compiler. Okay, so runtime errors will not be detected by the compiler. They will be detected by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, you need to, my dear students, you need to understand this point very focus. You need to keep focus. Compile time errors occurs at compilation time. By compiler. But runtime errors are what? I will explain. Runtime errors will be detected by JVM, not by compiler, Java Virtual Machine. So compile time errors at the time of compilation. So whenever compiler convert your source code into object code, means 0, 1, that moment, that if any errors are there, so compiler will detect them. Okay, so runtime errors at the time of execution, I told you that whenever 0, 1, these machine language, whatever the statements converted into machine language, after that they will be executed to give a result, output, hello world. So that moment runtime errors, if they will not be detected by the compiler, they will be detected by the Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so now let us see an example. So normally compile time errors are syntax errors. Compile time errors are what? Compile time errors are syntax errors or type errors. Okay.